baggies.
Ours like tutus.
Tutus. Dads don't like it. But you know what? And I can understand that because the way our society is, we're so fearful of so many things. We're fearful of childhood now. And we're fearful of children just being children. We're not going to discuss this, but I'm just going to throw it out because it's a very controversial thing. Anything a little boy picks up will become a sword, gun, some kind of weapon. Okay. There's a lot of fear in that. There should be. That's just being a child. It doesn't mean, it could be that, yes, they could be very aggressive because they're watching video games that are for adults. They're going to movies that are for adults. You put it in them, it's going to come out of them. So if they're turning all this stuff into, I'm going to shoot you in the head, and I'm going to, that's the behavior, that's what we need to stop. This is not the issue, it's the issue of what they're putting in them. So we just have a blanket rule, we just don't do it. So we're saying, really, we don't know how to handle that, so we're not even going to go there. And if we would step up and say, you know what, I know how to handle it. First thing I'm going to do is talk to mom and dad and say, what are they watching at home? But we don't do that. We don't, because we're taking care of their kids. Who wants to take care of them? That's a lot of work. But somebody, we've got to somewhere start having parents be parents. And if it's our job, maybe you'll get inspired from today and start a parenting thing at your center. And say, parents, come and fellowship, just be together. Interact together. You have a 15-minute, 30-minute thing, a talk, don't make them sit a long time. 30 minutes, talk about appropriate video games for 4-year-olds. That's a huge topic. If they say, well, I watched these and I turned out fine. Well, your 4-year-old right now is not turning out fine. And sometimes hard language has to be out there. A little boy, 2nd grade, he says, how'd you get so smart? I said, because I went to school and I learned a lot and I loved school. And he said, did you go to high school? And I said, yes. He said, did you go to college? I said, yes. And then he says, did you go to pre-K 3? How he went from college to pre-K 3, I don't know, but his mind just went there. And I went, no, when I was little, they didn't have pre-K 3. What? I said, no. I said, we didn't even have kindergarten. We had, and I didn't explain this to him, but we had private kindergarten where you had to pay to go to kindergarten. It was always in a church. Kids stayed home with their moms. He said, well, what did you do? Pre-K 3. I said, I stayed home with my mom. How did you learn anything if you stayed home with your mom? That's what he said. That's what he said. I said, so I didn't start with the ABCs and colors. I said, well, my mother taught me manners. She taught me when we went to the grocery store that I stayed with her. She taught me that to say excuse me if I needed to pass someone. She taught me how to hold the door for somebody who had their arms full. That's what I started with. Because that other stuff, you're going to learn it eventually. Because they don't know what it's like to interact with adults. Some of them don't interact with their parents at all. You're the first interaction adult that they have. And what a perfect opportunity for you to get them and really interact with them in a positive way.